Hello viewers, welcome to UN Digital Class. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about the RSA algorithm. This RSA algorithm is nothing but it is one of the public key crypto system algorithm, which I have already discussed in my previous lecture. What is public key crypto system? Now, in public key crypto system, basically there are two keys used for both encryption and decryption. That means these two keys are nothing but one is the private key, another one is the public key. Here this private key is only known to the specific user, which is called a secret key, and this public is known to everybody, which is public for all. And these two keys are used for encryption and decryption in our public key crypto system. Now look at the RSA algorithm. This RSA algorithm is developed by these three scientists. One is the Rebus, another one is the Samir, another one is the Adelman. According to their name, the algorithm is named as RSA algorithm. Now look at the algorithm, how we can generate the public key and private key, and by using this key, how can we encrypt and decrypt the message. Here, first of all, we generate the key pair. First, take the step 1. In step 1, select two large prime number. Such as P and Q. That means here I am taking two large prime number, that is P and Q, and this large prime number is very important because this large prime number always provides us the better security, which means when we take a large prime number, it gives us the more security. If you take the small prime number, which gives us the less security, that means it is always benefited to take the large prime numbers. Then second step. In second step, you calculate n equal to P into Q. Then in third step, you calculate phi of n, that is equal to P minus 1 into Q minus 1. Here this phi of n is the Euler's Tonian function. What is this Euler's Tonian function and how we calculate this phi of n, I will discuss next. Then in the fourth step, you choose E such that E is greater than 1 and less than phi of n, and GCD of E and phi of n equal to 1. That means in this step we choose E such that E satisfies these two conditions. Then next, in the fifth step, choose D such that D congruent to E inverse mod phi n, which implies D into E congruent to 1 mod phi n, which implies D into E mod phi n, that is equal to 1. This is our final equation. Then next, we generate our key. Here, in this fifth step, we generated our key pair. Now, look at the key pair. Here, our public key is E, N. Then next, our private key. Our private key is D, comma N. Now for our RSA algorithm, this is our key pair. Now we take this key pair and encrypt our message and decrypt our message. Now look at the encryption algorithm and decryption algorithm. Here encryption. In encryption process, we always take the plain text and convert it into the ciphertext. Suppose here our plain text is M. That is our plain text. Now we convert this plain text into ciphertext by using this key pair. That means our ciphertext is C. C equal to M to the power E mod N. This is our encryption algorithm in RSA algorithm. Now look at the decryption process. In decryption process, we always take the ciphertext and use the decryption algorithm and convert it into the plain text. That means here our plain text is M. M equal to C, which is our ciphertext, that is C to the power D mod N. This is our decryption algorithm. That means in RSA algorithm we first generate our key pair, that means our public key and private key. After that we encrypt and decrypt the message. Here you must remember that when we use the public key crypto system, that means we can encrypt a message by using one of the key. That may be the public key of the receiver or private key of the sender. When we use one of the key from these two keys, then we use the second key of the corresponding user to decrypt that message. Now in this algorithm, here E is used for encryption. Now look at here. Here E is nothing but that is the public key. When we use the public key to encrypt a message, that means we must use the private key for decrypting, which satisfies our public key crypto system rules. Now look at the decryption process. In decryption process we use the key that is D. Here D is our private key. That means here our RSA algorithm is one of the public key crypto system algorithm. Now what is Euler's 28 function? That is phi of n. Suppose here we take n is 10. If you find out the Euler's 28 function for 10, that means first of all you have to write all the numbers from 1 to 10. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After writing this, then we take the factors of 10. That means here factors is 2, 5. After taking this, then you calculate the multiple of these two factors. Here we check the multiple of these two numbers, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. After striking the multiple of these two numbers, then we check which numbers are left. Here this is 1 which is left, this is 1, then next one is this, then next one is this. Sorry, this is the multiple of these numbers, that means this number and this number. Now look at here. Here 4 numbers are left. That means we can say that phi of 10 equal to 4. Now take another example. Suppose you want to find out the Euler's 28 function for the number 5. That means here we can take phi of 5. First we write the number from 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here you take the factor. Here the factor is 5. After taking the factor, you calculate the multiple of 5. That means here this is the one number which is the multiple of 5. Then you calculate or you count the remaining numbers. Here the remaining numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we can say that 5 of 5 equal to 4. Now look at here. Here 5 of 5 equal to 4. That means we can say that 5 of n equal to n minus 1, which is equal to 5 of 5, that is 5 minus 1. That means when we want to calculate the Euler-Stontian function for a prime number, that is phi of p equal to p minus 1, where p is a prime number. For this reason, in our RS algorithm, we calculated phi of n equal to p minus 1 into q minus 1, where p is a prime number and q is a prime number. I think you get some idea about the RSA algorithm. Now take one example for encrypting and decrypting by using the RSA algorithm. Suppose our p equal to 3 and q equal to 11. Here p and q are two prime numbers. After taking p and q, in the second step we calculate n, that is n equal to p into q, which is equal to 3 into 11, that is equal to 33. Then in the third step you calculate phi of n. Here phi of n equal to p minus 1 into q minus 1, which is equal to 3 minus 1 into 11 minus 1, that is equal to 2 into 10, which is equal to 20. In the next step, we select or we choose a number e. Here, when we choose this number e, here it satisfies two conditions. What are these two conditions? That is, e must be greater than 1 and less than phi of n. And the second condition is that GCD of e and phi of n equal to 1. By taking these two conditions, we choose e. Now, here suppose I am choosing e value, that is 7. Now check this condition. That means 7 is greater than 1 and less than phi of n. Here our phi of n is 20, which means this condition satisfied. Then check the next condition. Here GCD of 7 and phi of n is 20. You also check this condition, which is satisfied, that means equal to 1. Now our e value is 7. Then next we calculate the d value by taking the equation, that is d e mod phi of n equal to 1. Now which implies here d into e, here e value is 7, that is equal to 7 mod phi of n is 20, 20 equal to 1. That means here we choose the d value which satisfies this equation. Now suppose here you choose the d value, that is 3. That means 3 into 7 mod 20 equal to 1. Now look at here. Here this equation satisfied because 3 into 7 equal to 21 mod 20, which is equal to 1. That means here our d value is 3. This is our d value and this is our e value. Now we generate our key pair, that is the public key and the private key. Now look at here. Our public key is e comma n, that means here e value is 7, 7, n value is 33. This is our public key. Then next, private key. Private key is D, comma n. Now look at here, D value is 3. That means here 3, 33. Now this is our key pair for RS algorithm where P value is 3 and Q value is 11. Now our key pair is generated. Then next we take one plain text and encrypt by using this key pair and decrypt by using this key pair. Now suppose our plain text M, this is for encryption, that is equal to 31. That means here I am taking the plain text value which is 31. Now I am going to apply the encryption algorithm and generate the ciphertext, that is C equal to M to the power E mod N. Here M is 31, that means 31 to the power E. Here E value is 7. 7 mod N value is 33. When you calculate this value, you must get the value that is 4. That means here our ciphertext is 4. This is our encryption. Now perform the decryption. In decryption process, we always convert the ciphertext into plain text. That means here our ciphertext is 4. From this ciphertext we generate the plain text, that is M. The algorithm is that M equal to C to the power D mod N. Now here the value of C is 4 to the power D. Here the value of D is 3. Then mod N, N value is 33, which is equal to 31. If you calculate or check this equation, you must get the value of N, that is 31. Now this is our ciphertext and this is our plain text, and this follows the public key crypto system. That means here when we encrypt the message we use the public key, that is the value of E, and here when we decrypt the message we use the private key, that is the value of D. Here this one 3. This is all about the RS algorithm. If you have any doubt regarding this RS algorithm, then you can write me in comment box. I will reply you and discuss about your doubt. Thank you for watching.